you'd ask me, could this happen to somebody in America, let alone a veteran? I would look at him and be like, no, that doesn't even make sense. That couldn't happen. But, here we are.
Eric Schuster spent 2,500 days in jail awaiting trial. This former U.S. Marine, who has 2 combat tours of Iraq, had no face-to-face visitors during that time, except for his attorney, Bill Gallagher.
I just don't think people understand the state of our justice system.
FBI agents arrested Schuster in 2016 as part of an international sting called Operation Pacifier. The government took over a dark web porn site called the Playpen, resulting in 900 arrests worldwide. A grand jury indicted Schuster on charges of possessing, receiving, and producing child porn. 9 years later, he is a free man with no criminal record. What happened in his case is almost unheard of in the federal court system.
So how unusual would you say this case is?
It's the only time I know of a federal judge has ever ruled, that I've been aware of, anywhere in the Southern District, that he himself violated the defendant's constitutional right to a speedy trial.
Schuster was spending up to 23 hours a day in his jail cell, while he says Judge Timothy Black ignored his case, failing to rule on several motions. After Gallagher complained, Judge Black admitted that Schuster's constitutional right to a speedy trial was violated and dismissed all charges in 2023.
Do you think that that judge is performing his job effectively?
We all know he wasn't.
In this misconduct complaint, Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals Chief Judge Jeffrey Sutton wrote in July of 2024 that Judge Black had a backlog of criminal cases. He was placed on a plan to catch up. It would not take any new cases.
It was extremely unusual, and everyone in the courthouse knew it, but all afraid to sort of do something about it.
Meanwhile, Schuster thought his case was over. He got a job and restarted his life. Then prosecutors appealed, and last month, the Sixth Circuit reinstated Schuster's charges, ruling that the 7-year delay was Schuster's fault.
Butler County Jail is a horrible place. Nobody wants to stall while they're in Butler County Jail, I promise you that.
The appeals court criticized Judge Black for negligence and faulted the U.S. Attorney's Office, but said Schuster was the most to blame for the delay. Now Gallagher is appealing to the U.S. Supreme Court and asking that Schuster not be returned to jail while he awaits the outcome.
At what point is it still okay to detain somebody for months, weeks, years without a trial? That's the problem.
Last year, I reported on the extremely slow decision-making by Judge Black. In one case, he kept a dead man on his criminal docket for more than a year. In Schuster's case, his attorney says going to trial now, 10 years later, will be extremely difficult because the lead FBI agent on the case is now dead. Reporting from downtown, Paula Christian, WCPO 9, I-Team.